chronicles of the ancient Roman Empire, one name stands out, transcending centuries with its enduring legacy: Gaius Julius Caesar. Born on July 13th, 100 BC, his fate took a dramatic turn when he was fatally stabbed in the Roman Senate on March 15th, 44 BC. By that time, Caesar had ascended to the position of Rome's dictator for life, wielding unparalleled power in the Roman Republic. Historian Adrian Goldsworthy, in Caesar, Life of a Colossus, unveils the multifaceted persona of this historical titan. Caesar, a politician and statesman, strategically seized supreme power and, though avoiding the title of king, assumed monarchical authority. In his 56 years, he played roles ranging from fugitive to rebel, legal advocate to dictator, and perhaps even a god. Join us as we delve into the extraordinary life of Gaius Julius Caesar, exploring the complexities that challenge the notion of Caesar as an invincible dictator. Early life. Julius Caesar's entrance into the world bore the distinguished name Caesarean section, yet there exists a curious absence of evidence supporting this method for his own birth, despite lending his name to the procedure. Historical accounts fail to confirm Caesar's delivery through this surgical means, a fact illuminated by the historian Goldsworthy. Nurtured in opulence and aristocracy, Caesar hailed from a family of patricians, the elite class that once wielded supremacy over Rome. Although his kin lacked dominance during his birth, the lineage boasted ancestors who had wielded influence as senior officials in the Roman Republic, as highlighted by Goldsworthy. Caesar's political debut transpired during adolescence, marked by his opposition to Lucius Cornelius Sulla, the formidable dictator of Rome in 82 BC. The pages of Plutarch's Parallel Lives narrate Caesar's daring teenage exploits against Sulla's oppressive regime. The familial ties to Gaius Marius, a prominent adversary of Sulla, potentially fueled Caesar's defiance. Fleeing Rome after Sulla's rise to power, the young Caesar narrowly escaped capture, outwitting Sulla's soldiers through a cleverly paid bribe. His return to Rome followed Sulla's demise in 78 BC, but Caesar's thirst for knowledge propelled him to Rhodes for the study of oratory. A captivating twist in Caesar's journey unfolded as he fell victim to pirates, who fatally underestimated the audacity of their captive. Plutarch's accounts paint a vivid picture of Caesar's interactions with the pirates, revealing a blend of wit, creativity, and an unexpected friendship. Despite writing poems and delivering speeches to his captors, Caesar's threats were not mere jests. Upon the collection of a hefty ransom, Caesar, true to his word, unleashed a maritime pursuit against the pirates, apprehended them at anchor near modern-day Turkey, and exacted his vengeance by crucifying them as a stark warning. Caesar's growing influence. In the records of ancient Rome, the name Caesar reverberates with power and conquest. Yet, delving into the early life of the legendary Julius Caesar unveils a saga rich with intrigue, political upheaval, and daring escapades. Born to the distinguished Caius, or Gaius, and Aurelia, Caesar's arrival into the world bestowed the term Caesarean section, though paradoxically, historical records deny any evidence of this method being employed for his birth. As historian Goldsworthy asserts, while the procedure bore his name, there exists a curious void in ancient evidence affirming Caesar's own delivery through Caesarean section. Caesar emerged into a world of affluence and nobility, his lineage rooted in the patrician class that once monopolized power over Rome. Goldsworthy notes that, though not exceptionally influential during Caesar's birth, his family boasted ancestors who held senior positions in the Roman Republic. The political fervor that defined Caesar's later years ignited during his adolescence. Plutarch's Parallel Lives vividly recounts Caesar's audacious opposition to Lucius Cornelius Sulla, the dictator who ruled Rome in 82 BC. Influenced by familial ties to Sulla's adversary, Gaius Marius, Caesar's defiance against the oppressive regime forced him to flee Rome. Captured by Sulla's soldiers, Caesar ingeniously secured his escape by parting with a well-timed bribe. Civil war. In the tumultuous theater of Roman politics, the grand alliance of Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey crumbled with the tragic demise of Julia in 54 BC, severing the marital bond between Caesar and Pompey. Simultaneously, Crassus met his fate on the battlefield against the Parthians in 53 BC, leaving a power vacuum that escalated tensions between the remaining triumvirs. The Rubicon River, marking the boundary of northern Italy, witnessed a pivotal moment as Caesar, sensing the die had been cast, boldly led his forces across it in January 49 BC, marching defiantly towards Rome. Pompey, recognizing the escalating conflict, abandoned the city and sought refuge in Greece and the Balkans, rallying reinforcements for the impending clash. The decisive Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC saw Pompey's forces vanquished, forcing him into a desperate flight to Egypt. In a twisted turn of fate, hoping for sanctuary from the Egyptian pharaoh Ptolemy XIII, Pompey met his demise at the hands of the very ally he sought. Expecting Caesar's approval, Ptolemy presented Pompey's head, only to incur Caesar's displeasure. Caesar's sojourn in Egypt, far from a peaceful interlude, entwined him in the complex dynamics of Ptolemaic rule. Rejecting Ptolemy's aggression, Caesar ordered Cleopatra VII to assume her rightful position as co-ruler. The ensuing power struggle resulted in Ptolemy's demise in 47 BC. Amidst the political turbulence, a captivating romance blossomed between Cleopatra and Caesar, leading to the birth of Caesarion. The child's paternity remains a historical enigma, as Caesar never officially acknowledged him. The intricate dance of love, power, and ambition, set against the canvas of ancient Rome, unfolds as a gripping saga, marking a pivotal chapter in the epic of Julius Caesar. Sole rule. With Pompey's demise, Caesar assumed sole dominion over the Roman Republic, but the shadows of resistance loomed large. Despite his victories, allegiance to the fallen Pompey persisted, and formidable figures like Cato the Younger staunchly opposed Caesar's ascendancy. The battlegrounds of North Africa and Spain witnessed Caesar's strategic prowess in subduing these dissenting forces, yet a tumultuous road lay ahead. The echoes of Pompey's past triumphs reverberated in conflicts against Pontus, a once-defeated Black Sea kingdom. After a decisive victory, Caesar, ever the master of rhetoric, purportedly proclaimed in Latin, Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. His conquests, however, failed to silence the dissent brewing within Rome, where a faction resisted the concentration of power in the hands of one man. Contrary to the tyrannical rule of predecessors like Sulla, Caesar's regime embraced clemency, pardoning and promoting former adversaries. He sought unity over vengeance. In 45 BC, he implemented the Julian calendar, a testament to his intellectual pursuits. Beyond the intrigue of Egypt, where he crossed paths with Cleopatra, Caesar's calendar reform, featuring 365 days and a leap year, endured as a lasting legacy. The month of his birth, quintessentially, became July in his honor. In 44 BC, the Senate bestowed upon Caesar the title of Dictator for Life, a move met with divided sentiments. While many supported the measure, notable senators like Marcus Junius Brutus and Gaius Cassius Longinus vehemently opposed it. Despite prior conflicts, these dissenters had been pardoned by Caesar, highlighting the complex tapestry of alliances and betrayals. The Ides of March, March 15th, etched a tragic chapter in Roman history. In the hallowed halls of the Senate, a group of senators, led by Brutus and Cassius, orchestrated Caesar's demise. Deception cloaked their intent as petitions were presented to distract Caesar. Then, in an orchestrated moment, Tullius seized Caesar's toga, signaling the brutal onslaught. The senators, including Brutus, plunged their daggers into Caesar's flesh, delivering 23 stab wounds, while Shakespeare immortalized the phrase "Et tu, Brutus" as Caesar's dying words. Historical evidence remains elusive. Regardless, Caesar's assassination catapulted Rome into chaos once more. Three dominant factions vied for power: Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir; Mark Antony, a loyal general; and Brutus and Cassius, leading the faction of those who had slain Caesar. The seeds of civil war, dormant but never extinguished, sprouted anew, heralding an era of tumultuous strife in the heart of the Roman Republic. Epic journey of Julius Caesar, a visual timeline. It all began on July 13th, 100 BC, in the bustling Subura area of Rome, where Caesar first drew breath. In 82 BC, the political stage witnessed a seismic shift as Sulla seized dictatorial power in Rome. Opposing this tyranny, a young Caesar spoke out vehemently, compelling him to flee the city's confines. The year 78 BC marked a turning point as Sulla's demise allowed Caesar to reclaim his roots in Rome. Venturing beyond the borders of Rome, Caesar's thirst for knowledge led him to Rhodes in 75 BC. Little did he anticipate an encounter with pirates who, in an unexpected twist, detained him. His release, marked by audacious negotiations, only fueled Caesar's determination. Returning to Rome in 74 BC, Caesar orchestrated a foray into politics, leveraging his family fortune to ascend the ranks. In 69 BC, tragedy struck as Caesar bid farewell to his first wife, Cornelia. His poignant speech commemorating her life resonated, endearing him to the public. Governorship beckoned in 61-60 BC, as Caesar served in Iberia, quelling tribes resistant to Roman rule. The political landscape saw a seismic shift in 60 BC, as Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey formed an unprecedented triumvirate, wielding collective influence over Rome. Family ties intertwined with political alliances when Caesar's daughter, Julia, married Pompey in 59 BC. However, destiny had grander plans as Caesar embarked on military campaigns, conquering Gaul and England from 58 to 50 BC. Tragedy struck in 54 BC as Julia perished giving birth, a loss further compounded by the death of her child. The following year witnessed the demise of Crassus in battle against the Parthians. The Rubicon River bore witness to a pivotal moment in January 49 BC, as Caesar, crossing its waters, marched on Rome, sparking a chain of events that would alter the course of history. August 9, 48 BC, etched a definitive chapter in Caesar's military exploits as he emerged victorious over Pompey at the Battle of Pharsalus in Greece. The fates of Caesar and Pompey diverged dramatically, with the latter fleeing to Egypt, where he met a grim end at the hands of Ptolemy XIII. Caesar, presented with Pompey's head, expressed disgust at the treatment of his former ally. In the aftermath, from September 48 BC to January 47 BC, Caesar played a pivotal role in restoring Cleopatra VII to power. Amidst political maneuvering, a son, Caesarion, was born to Caesar and Cleopatra in June 47 BC, though Caesar refrained from acknowledging the child as his own. Caesar's intellectual legacy unfolded in 45 BC as he implemented a new calendar system, the Julian calendar, aligning Roman reckoning with the seasons. The political arena, ever tumultuous, saw the Senate bestowing upon Caesar the title of Dictator for Life in January 44 BC. Yet, the Ides of March 15th, 44 BC, cast an indelible shadow as the Roman Senate became the stage for a tragic denouement. Stabbed to death by a group of senators, including the once pardoned Brutus, Caesar's demise plunged Rome into chaos, setting the stage for the turbulent aftermath. If you want to keep unraveling historical mysteries with us, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.